The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, everybody. 1062. I'm Slade Ham. That's Sam Damaris. Across the table are two assholes I want nothing to do with. I love them, though.
Phantom of the Sloppera.
Trey Tutson, Jerry Wayne Longmire, my good friends and compatriots. Hey, chicken, you're running back a house. Nothing but love for you. We raise a drink, a glass. We hold them up. Chicken's doing the Lord's work. We are into our second episode of the month. August is hot and trudging along. We have whiskey. Now, last week, we were working our way through some stuff from Mary Whitaker. This other batch came from Dan Binkley. We have so many. I also need to give a shout out up in the Great White North. I meant to do it last episode. Jay Park, good friend of the podcast, good friend of the Whiskey Brothers, always drops a care package off for me when I show up in Ottawa, and he did not disappoint this time. And Jay, I just want to say, sir, thank you.
Oh, yeah, you called me one of those nights.
I did, I believe.
Or I talked to you, you were sitting under a willow tree. You were
I
having
was.
a good time.
I was. Me and that willow tree made friends. So we got stuff from Dan Binkley this episode, and he brought a bit of a. Dan's been driving up and down the East Coast for the better part of the summer, I believe. He stopped in Louisville and caught me, made it back to Louisville to catch you. This box dropped off lots of West Virginia Devil's Dew, which we will get to, some Cold Spring Hollow straight bourbon whiskey out of Pennsylvania. Some Meinl-Schmidt, I believe, out of Maryland. And that Michter's is from the last batch. What is it you just cracked?
So this is Sagamore Spirit Rye. This bottle looks fucking beautiful. And that's why I had to have it. And then I remembered every time I try something new where they put a lot into the bottle, there's just not a lot in the bottle. And then I looked on the back and I saw that it was from Baltimore, Maryland. So that's a double caution. But then you pulled up that Pennsylvania and that Maryland one, and those are so pale that they look like somebody peed in the bottle. This actually,
That's got some darkness.
this
to
actually looks like whiskey. It's got
it's
some
dark
darkness
for
to
rye,
it.
actually. It's real
I'm
dark
just
for rye.
saying.
But it's double oak rye, so.
But here's the thing.
That's the double oak.
Pretty bottle.
Double oak.
Pretty bottle gives me pause. Maryland
I like
gives
it,
me
double
pause. 96.6 proof, and it's still dark, and it's a rye. So let's give this bitch a day in court.
Maryland gives me pause only because Slade took me there. I had no idea. My only impressions of Maryland was the TV show The Wire.
I was
and
just
then
gonna say,
all the shows about West Point. So I just thought Maryland come in two flavors. And then we were driving from D.C. to Maryland, and it was F-350s
South
and
of the
Confederate
Mason-Dixon
flags,
line,
and
man.
I was like, I didn't even know y'all had a stake in this shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was wild.
The
I was gonna
Mason-Dixon
say
line?
that, bro. Is that like whiskey in the South? Whiskey comes from pain, and that's how good whiskey is made. This came from Baltimore, and The Wire was filmed in Baltimore. So I'm a little more trusting because those motherfuckers got paid.
Yeah.
Let's talk. We talking about pain, right? And all this
Yes.
in the South and shit like that.
Let's
I had
find
this
out.
theory. I think the whole raisins in the potato salad shit is some up north shit.
Of course.
I have never had
bad
My people
Southern-
ain't never done that.
I ain't never
Everybody-
had bad Southern cuisine.
No.
As white guys, have y'all ever been to a gathering where that's happened? Fuck,
Only
it's
when
such a myth.
I've been like north of Arkansas and somebody's like, "You want some Southern cooking?" And then I'm like, "Ah."
Trey, you asked
Pump
that
the
question.
brakes.
You asked that question. Kilgore, Texas, Beaumont, Texas. They ain't never had no motherfucking raisins and potato salad.
No.
They never had raisins.
You get shot for that shit. You get shot where they come from.
Exactly.
More so than us.
Exactly,
They'll shoot you
exactly.
quicker than black people will.
Exactly.
You put a raisin in a cookie in Kilgore, somebody's gonna beat you to death.
Bro, Beaumont, where I come from, they would consider that a vegetable. So no,
And
That
you
ain't-
gotta- and you got to wrap bacon around it.
100%.
That's how you eat
That's
vegetables.
if you don't
That's
deep fry your
funny.
raisins, that doesn't
Bacon
count.
wrap raisins.
If you ain't doing bacon rack raisins, you don't give a shit.
Raisin and
This shit is
brochet.
terrible.
You just tried. You just tried it.
I hate that.
It's
And
so
then he set the
fucking
bottle in his
gross.
backpack so
So
nobody
fucking
accidentally
That bad?
drinks
you
some.
asshole! I'm late. on
Dude, this
everything
is
you're
what's
doing.
funny to me.
Yeah. He
So,
hates that like you hated those potato
I,
chips.
I'm just jacking around on YouTube one day, and I noticed some notifications on a video on the Whiskey Brothers, and it's Dan and Slade conspiring how to get all this whiskey home without telling me and Will what the fuck it is.
Well, it was now. In fairness, it was a simple reminder to him to make sure it made it into a car because he goes, "Hey, I packed up some care packages for you guys," and I just said, "Hey, make sure Jerry and Will don't eat the box in the fucking hotel room." That's all I said. Whatever it is, just make sure.
Come on, Slade.
They-
Yell out of truck.
last
Y'all gotta
year's
get it.
Ford. That's all I know. I don't-
I'm gonna fuck up Trey's glasses. My head's too big.
Electric.
That's one of them new electric model.
Yeah, those are cool. Oh, look at you.
Shit, I can see all three of y'all at the same time. This is, and I mean Jerry Chicken and the guy who works at the gas station. That is holy shit.
Yeah, my shit's strong, dude.
I've never
I
seen you
feel
without
like you should be
glasses.
hosting a podcast about aliens with those on.
There's non-human biologics in the
Just some late night AM talk show, you know.
What was that comic? The conspiracy theorist one with the dark ass shades?
Joe Rogan. I'm kidding. I'm fucking
No, the one with that.
the good one. No, go ahead.
Kind of the pockmarked skin, and he had the fucking gray hair. Fuck, it's gonna bother me now.
Damn, it's gonna bother all of us.
You know what I'm talking
not the
about,
guy
right?
from Law and Order.
Yes.
Belt
Belzer.
Richard
Oh,
Belzer.
Belzer. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, he's the one who got
That's
choked
the
out
best.
by Hulk Hogan. That's one of the best videos on the internet.
That's your favorite?
Richard Belzer had a talk show back in the day. He had Hulk Hogan and Mr. T on his talk show, and he's talking mad shit about wrestling and how it's all fake. And Hulk Hogan's like, "Let me teach you a move," and he gets him in a choker hold and puts him to sleep.
Yeah.
And he lets go, and the dude falls and busts his head open. And Mr. T goes, "He'll be fine. Get asleep."
But let's go to commercial.
And then he gets up, tries to finish the show, and he's holding the back of his head. There's like blood all in his
Dizzy and
head.
shit.
Did you ever know Mr. T's story about the fucking chains?
Yeah. About how you take them off dope dealers and the pimps and
No,
stuff.
he
he'd
was
throw
a
out the
fucking. He was a
club.
bouncer at
Yeah.
this badass club. If you came in there and you fucked up, he just took your fucking chain. And that's why Mr. T had all those gold
Yeah,
chains.
yeah.
That's why he was known for that.
Those were
It-
Predator trophies.
Bro, yes. If he had to throw you out of the club, he took your fucking chain and he put it on. And that's why Mr. T,
It's
when
a
he got
very
famous,
stylish tattoo.
But he
tier.
also duct taped up his daddy's boots and wore them every day to keep him humble.
That's stupid.
Okay,
Yep.
I would just like to see one night some MMA dude.
Dude, I'm so sick of this keep you humble shit.
Oh.
It's so fucking
That
stupid.
was his thing. I just thought it was cool.
I'm just saying, everybody
Yeah,
got their little perk.
I would like to
Buy some
see
shoes, motherfucker.
some MMA guy who got a
Let
little
me get some money. You're gonna see some ignorant shit, bro.
got drunk in there one night, got tossed because he was too drunk, came back in sober, beat Mr. T's ass, and then went through it till he found his chain.
On chain.
I'll just take this one.
No, that ain't
Nope.
No, that
Nope.
ain't either. No.
Nope.
But no, apparently he was like a badass.
He would have
who could
Mexican
really
do that.
fight.
It's a
He was-
rosemary.
This was
Dude,
the
he won
70s and
a-
80s when motherfuckers didn't come back and shoot up the club. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So he was a badass who could really fucking fight, and apparently he just knock you the fuck out, and like he wouldn't rip it off you. You be asleep. He just go back and unclasp it. He put it back on. He'd be like, "Let you know, don't fuck around here, fool." And then he just stood at the door and he amassed his collection of fucking chains.
You think he started that like a tip jar where he preceded it with like 10 chains? You know what I mean? Where just to let people know this is where the chains go.
He won like the first Tough Band contest, like before that was a thing.
Yeah,
they
he-
did
he's
this
like a
thing in the
legit
late
badass.
'80s, and he beat the shit out of everybody and won. That's how he got famous.
So that was my question. How did he before the A Team? He wasn't famous before A Team, right?
No, well, he
What made him famous?
Rocky. Is it Rocky
When he
3?
played
Two,
Clubber
where
Lang.
He played Clubber Lang.
2.
Rocky 2, where he played Clubber Lang. That's how he got the Rocky gig. Was he won? He won this Bouncer of America contest, basically, and he got on some talk shows, and they put him in that. But he hurt Sylvester Stallone filming Rocky 2.
I knew
A
that.
couple times he got carried away.
He didn't know how to pull punches. All he did was beat the shit out of people.
Ivan Drago, Dolph Lundgren, Sylvester Stallone kept going, hit me harder. hit me harder. So Dolph fucking gave him one and fractured 2 of his ribs and gave him a heart attack, like a mini heart
because
attack.
Dolph is not a legit tough guy. Dolph is actually a certified fucking genius.
Yeah.
Like a PhD in like biomechanical engineering and
This
shit.
fucker
like,
hit him one of them Sherlock Holmes hits. He
he
calculated.
has more degrees than Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like far
Who
more.
has, I think, an associate's.
But like, yeah, Dolph Lundgren.
Fuck you! I learned about
spent
rocks
his
from
whole
him.
life in school.
Bridget Nielsen has more degrees than
He
Bill
taught
Nye.
me. He taught me erosion, motherfucker.
But yeah, of course you're telling Dolph Lundgren hit me harder because he's like, I don't throw punches, I take tests. And then you tell Mr. T, hey, hit me less because he's like, I beat motherfuckers' asses.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
He was a
This is a
legit-
movie. But
This
you
is
want
what
me to
I
throw a
do.
punch, I'm throwing a punch. This is the only way I know how to because I amassed 30 pounds of gold chains by beating motherfuckers' asses.
Beating it off of him.
Yeah.
You know, like
The Arctic Circle has more degrees than Bill Nye. So Will Loden was with you in Louisville, and me and you talked that night while I was, and you were telling me a story about when I like. He's been on the show before. I like the
Will's
kid. He's a
great.
good comic, but I like an
he's very
opportunity. to-
polite though. He's a big, gentle, polite giant. You know what I mean? He's not an asshole. He could be an asshole with his size, but he's not. You know,
You don't know him that well.
Oh, I do. He's not overly aggressive.
Okay, but
for
you
any
guys-
Jason
reason.
Mimosa.
So
Yeah.
what?
You just piss people off, Trey. No, I'm just
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But Will is on stage, and it's some
Sweetheart.
of my people that came to see me, and I feel bad. It's a whole table full of them. These broads been in the bathroom. They were making so much noise in the bathroom that you could hear them over the show. And, and Will's killing it. He's
Those
up there on
girls.
stage.
Damn.
We got a full room. He's beating the depth, but these heifers are so loud you can hear them over everything going on. So they've done got a staff member to go in the bathroom and quiet them down once, and so then they go out, sit down there, this fucking shit,
They
and
told us to be quiet. We were just laughing.
Will does some joke where he says it's a some bit where he's like, I thought tonight's show was gonna go pretty good, so I didn't wear gold blonde powder because I thought I was gonna get my dick sucked after the show. Didn't want to be like a foggy Francisco morn when I opened my package. And whatever, it's a fun bit. But he says that one of these girls hollers, "I'll suck your dick." Now we're on the floor, right? We're like, "Oh shit, okay." And then they go and all the bathroom shit happens, and they come back. Now they're still being loud as shit. And Will at some point takes a deep breath, and he looks at this chick, and she goes, "I'm sorry." He goes, "Be sorry quietly." I'm on the floor at this point. I'm barking like a seal. This is the funniest shit I've ever heard anybody say. Be sorry quietly. It's still polite. She looks like the asshole no matter what she says.
Be sorry.
The
quiet.
crowd immediately took his like, yeah, like
That's
cheering
the
up.
perfect marriage of words.
And
right
then she
there.
come back. He said, "I thought we were friends. You said you were going to suck my dick after the show." And she said, "Rude and aggressive." He goes, "I'm being rude and aggressive." She goes, "No, I suck dick rude and aggressive." And Will goes, "What?" And then the other girl goes, "I suck dick like a lady, polite and nice." And Will goes, "There's 2 wolves inside of you." And he's like, "I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. I'm done."
There's the lie, because when you said you had the best heckler line ever delivered to a heckler, I was like, no, that's not it. I saw this motherfucker.
wolves.
That's wrong.
I saw this motherfucker here. Some girl, I think we were in McAllen.
I like
and
how
she
Sam's
fucking-
gonna tell a story I don't remember. These are always my favorites.
She piped up and she fucking said something, and like you don't normally have a heckler interaction, and then before you spike them down, first thing this bitch said, Slade just turns and goes, hey, before we go any further, you're not pretty enough to interrupt my show.
Damn.
He goes, you're not pretty enough. And then after the show, we're backstage. She comes back and she goes, you said I wasn't pretty and this and the other. Look at me now, motherfucker. And Slade goes, yeah, cool, you're cute, but you're not cute enough to interrupt my show. And she goes, whatever, give me your number. What are you doing later? It was so fucking G. I'm sitting there with my drink in my hand. It's like I'm just gonna go back to the hotel now. Like I was fuck both of y'all.
I was in this was a fun one because those are the mean ones, right? Like I've said some mean shit. I remember in Tucson, Arizona. I
know you're best though, but I'll save it.
I
Go
don't.
ahead.
I'll let you save it because I probably don't remember. But this was I don't use drop the C word. Like it's just I've done it before. I don't say
I apologize for last
No.
episode.
I just don't say it a lot like on stage. But
okay. I got you.
this woman would not shut up. There was a point where I looked down, I'd said all the horrible things. Like I'd spent the whole show saying horrible things. And then I looked at her and I said, "Ma'am, you're a cunt." I go, "And you're such a cunt that if they had a contest in this room tonight for who the biggest cunt was, you'd come in second. Because you're that big of a cunt."
Oh my God.
And it was it wasn't.
funny.
I was looking her dead in the face when I said it. And the crowd was, at this point, she'd been so heinous for an
of
hour.
course, everybody's on your side.
But it was just, it wasn't meant to be funny. It wasn't meant to, it was just me telling a lady a thing.
Brother,
That was it.
brother, I've toured with you extensively. I wouldn't even put that in my top 5.
Okay, so hang on. Let me tell
What's
you my fun one. I was in Toronto and I'm pitching merch at the end of I've had a really good show. They're fun. They've been laughing. I've got 2 lesbians to my right who are, one of them's the big stocky, the Sam lesbian.
Call them butches.
And one of them's the me. You know what I mean? Like the
You
dainty
called him
one.
Sam. That was really worse.
One of them's built exactly like you. Hat kicked backwards. I mean, the same build, the same.
They've yin and yanged each other.
Same
Yes.
boobs. I got you.
Yes, exactly. So that
Yeah.
that plays. So I'm pitching the shirt at the show, and some lady off in front of me, some other lady goes, "Give it to me," and I just go, "Show me your tits," like you know what I mean, like it's Mardi Gras. It's in Mardi Gras, lady, and I put the shirt up or whatever, and then I do that joke. I have a joke about boobs being mismatched in the Forrest Whitaker's eyes. I kind of do this joke about how I'm not a boob guy. And as I'm saying that, the 2 lesbians are dying to my right. And then the smaller, the one built like you, she goes, "Just give me the shirt." And I go, "Look at you getting all brave after I said I wasn't a boob guy." And the crowd kind of laughed. And she goes, "Just give it to me." And I was like, "I hear you go." I go, "I'm kidding. It's not a small." And then I put it up and I got the actual laugh. But it was fun.
Damn.
What's the best?
fun.
What's the one I don't know?
Bud Light had something. It was some fucking like catchphrase or whatever during some commercial, and some guy kept yelling it out during one of your bits.
Was it "Was Up"?
No, it was after "Was Up." It was like "Diggle Diggle" or something. It was weird. And he kept yelling at-
dilly dilly.
Dilly
Dilly
dilly.
dilly.
Dilly dilly, yes.
Dilly
So
dilly.
The guy kept yelling dilly dilly, dilly dilly, and Slade was in mid joke, and he overpowered him, just kept going. Got to the fucking end of the joke, it pops, and then the crowd's like, "Ah!" And then he just drops and goes, "See how much funnier that was when the dumb shit coming out of my fucking mouth?" He goes, "How about you shut the fuck up? Let me do my motherfucking job." And then he just turns right back around and goes, "So I did the craziest shit." Like it never happened. But the best.
That's
the
my-
absolute best. And you were there.
Was I sober for this?
What were you doing?
Dallas.
Oh fuck!
Bitch goes up, bitch goes off.
Do you ever hear a heifer
somebody
talk and wonder where
she
cuts
does
her
hair? Oh my God, I do
crowd,
hair.
But the crowd laughs, and then you just hear this voice. "I do cut hair for a living," and we're done.
Yes!
That's the best of it. Because I did it so I go, you ever just hear somebody's
It's
voice
one of
and
these
wonder
places. It's called the Main Event,
Where they
but
cut
it's spelled
hair.
M-A-N-E.
it's a pun, the main event. Oh yeah.
But she's the one that showed up after the show smoking the Virginia Slims, and she's hanging out with her boyfriend outside. She came up and she told Slade, she goes, "Can I get a hug?" And he goes, "Fuck you, no." What makes you think? She's like, "No, I loved you." He's like, "No, but what makes you think it's okay to go to where somebody's working and behave the way you fucking did tonight?" And he like lectures her. And then she goes outside and she's mad smoking Winston's now. And we can see her through the glass. She's just glaring at Slade with every bit of redneck iota of anger she's got. You know,
All right,
just
Jerry.
fuck like move a trailer mad. You know what I mean? Like she's just smoking these Winstons. And her boyfriend's one of these big old dumb Dallas fucks. You know what I mean? It's this meathead that you know is going to be a problem. And he's looking at fucking Slade and she's in his ear. And he comes in the door and I'm like, all right, I think we're about to have to hit this dude. You know what I mean? Like he's going to be a problem. And he kind of comes up to the merch booth and he looks at Slade for a little bit and then he takes off to the bathroom. And I'm like, oh fuck, is he going to pull a gun out of his fucking, you know, what the fuck? You don't know.
Welcome to
People
touring
act
with
crazy,
Slade.
right? And he comes back and he's kind of like looking at Slade for a minute and there's some people buying shirts and he goes, hey man, I just want to tell you that show's funny as fuck. And he threw like a 20 down and walked out the door.
That's the second time that's happened to him.
She comes around the corner, catches up with him, slaps him full on in the back of the fucking head.
I'm giggling like a
Right in
fool.
front of all of us.
My God.
Like she's
hitting
slapping
him.
him while I'm putting a 20 in my pocket.
Yeah.
She's hitting him all the way down the hallway.
Good.
But Slade, when I tell you, like I've got my top 5 years, like all I said to Jerry was, "You were there. It took him 1.3 seconds."
Okay,
Yeah.
people act a
That's
certain way
the
about
one.
shows.
That's the one. That is your numero uno.
That one is so funny, but I particularly enjoyed the lady crying that ran off into the kitchen
Woo!
at the improv.
Shit.
The lady crying in the
Bitch
kitchen
was
at the
distraught.
improv. Bam, you can't go out here. I just go back out there. Please don't make me go
Bitch
out
was in the kitchen looking for the exit.
We had so I've been doing this for so long. There was someone
She's
has
been an ass while I was on stage, while you were on stage.
someone
She's
has
been a
tape of
pain.
this at the Whiskey Brothers Christmas ball that we did at Club 8. Were you there?
Was that with Hallie and
The two drunk girls in the very front row. We did it. It was the nightclub on Washington.
I was gone.
Okay,
but y'all
because
told
Mario
me
signed.
about-
Anyway,
yeah.
this show was. There was a Houston comic. We talked into dressing up like the baby
Baby
New
New
Year.
Year.
So we put a 300-pound dude in a diaper to open the show, and he came. This show was already off the hook. There might have been 20 shots to open the show. This was in our. It was me, Mungle, Wessling was there. We stacked the deck with comics. We were so drunk. I've seen footage of the closer where we tried to stand on stage and all sing the 12 Days of Christmas. And you can see papers get flung in the it's a nightmare. But these drunk girls in the front row we're not at a comedy club. We are doing this at a nightclub that is outfitted the room for a comedy show. So there is no there's no bouncers like you would have at a comedy club. But what you do have is basically strip club style security off in the rafters and in the wings. You know, they're there to protect people, making sure the club's cool, but they're not policing the show. Does that make sense?
No.
So
Makes sense.
I know they're there because I've been here setting up all day. I know who's in the room. And I know these drunk bitches have been drunk all night. And I keep warning them as I punch them, blah, 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 and then do more shots. Hey, y'all bitches are going to get thrown out. And they're like, we're not going to get thrown. I go, the only reason you haven't been thrown out is because we're enjoying fucking with you. If I snap my fingers, you're gone. And no. And they keep doing it. And I just ordered some more shots. And I went and leaned back against the back of the stage and just let them. And then I just did this. I went. And, bro, you would have thought somebody got caught cheating at a casino.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers
swarmed
came from
in.
every corner you saw, put two drunk bitches over their shoulders. And walked them out while they were yelling and flicking me off.
Oh my
It
God.
was the funniest visual I
wasn't
have.
there for that one.
It was the funniest thing I've ever. I don't remember very little of this, but I've seen footage. But the snap, like Thanos, before Thanos.
You're not pretty enough to interrupt my show.
hecklers are usually the ones that are just drunk and they're having too good a time.
That would be lovely.
You know what I mean? They're the ones that are just like, I had the coolest.
I wish your heckles sounded like hiccups.
This
That
lady-
would be
this
lovely.
Lady, this lady was drunk, and she was like, she started hollering out. I said, I'm trying to decide where I'm going next. This is when I do the story thing, and I was like, I was trying to decide where I'm going next here, and or am I going to tell this story about the first time I did Adderall, or am I going to tell this story about McDonald's or whatever? And this lady starts going, chemistry. I'm like, what? She goes, chemistry. I go, what? I'm not a scientist. I don't know chemistry. And she goes, teach the class like you do, the chemistry. I go, are you talking about me being a nuclear inspector? Yeah,
And
the chemistry.
You're lucky she didn't yell out, and shit. The worst of it, when people identify my jokes by the punchline and then they want to yell it out.
And she's going, teach the class. And I was just kind of, it was a late show, so I was running a little long anyways. Dana and me talked about it. I said, I'm going to sell alcohol.
Yeah.
Keep the waitresses
Go
running.
do a last call.
And he was like, hell yeah. And so I was like, I broke a waitress's sales record. So I was feeling pretty good about that.
Nice.
So I was like, I'm going to make you some money tonight, girlie. And,
her first night.
She does this camera. I said, man, you guys, this is like the coolest moment for me as a comic because This means she's been listening to me for a long time, and she's into my old shit. This is like getting asked to cover one of my old songs.
Yeah.
Like, that's don't happen to comics, so this is fucking cool.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear the bit? And they were like, yeah. I gave the audience a choice. They said, yeah. So I just launched into it, just eased off into it. And then she goes, chemistry. I go, pause. Hey, I'm fucking doing it. But it's not about chemistry. And I love you. And I thank you for buying a ticket. But the rest of these people bought tickets, and they really want you to shut the fuck up. And they, and that was the end of it, Like, moved on, did the bit,
So you talking about hecklers who just enjoy themselves. I'm in Toronto. It's during World Cup. This guy's been watching World Cup shit all day. He comes in. They set him right up front. He is hammered, like bobblehead hammered. You know what I mean? And
Everybody
you're
else
laughing.
would- everybody-
You're laughing because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Everybody else would have said Sam DeBarris hammered.
So the motherfucker comes in. They sit him right up front. The MC goes up, does his thing. They bring up I go, this guy is so fucked up. I go, but he's really having fun. And he's laughing or whatever. And he's kind of doing that hype man shit where, like, after you say something funny, he's like, he said, oh. And the MC's having a blast with it. And I was like, this dude's going up and he's doing a guest spot. And he was like, that guy's going to be a problem for the end of the show. I was like, if he's a problem, we'll deal with it, whatever. And then the dude, he has a hat on. So this guy walks on stage and does like 2 jokes, starts fucking with the dude, leans down, flips his hat off his fucking head, and starts some shit with him. Then the guy gets up and says something. He goes, you know what, man? Get the fuck out. Blah, blah, blah. The commenter, you're a guest spot.
That's a ballsy
You
guest
started it, flip the thing off his head, and then you go,
get the fuck out.
you go get the fuck out. Blah, blah, blah. And so then the security comes down to Toronto.
Not
They
on my
start-
show.
They start bringing him out, and I come walking in the back, and I just walk right into the main floor. I go, sit the fuck back down. They go, what? I go, sit the fuck back down. And I looked at the guys in the corner. I go, if I say he goes, he goes. Sit the fuck back down. Enjoy your night. You weren't doing shit. And he goes like, no, man, he gotta be bucked up to me. I go, you started by flipping his hat off his fucking head. Finish your fucking set without talking to him. Whatever. He stays. I go, he leaves when I say he fucking leaves. And then the guy finishes his set. And then the guy who's the middle act goes up. He comes off. He was like, dude, the guy was being disrupted. I go, no, he wasn't. He wasn't. You started it. You fucking started it. And then when he tried to defend himself, you wanted to throw him out of my fucking show. I'm like, bro, I want to have fun with that. Like, everybody's had fun with this guy except you because you started it and you got antagonistic. Technically, you assaulted the guy. You know what I mean?
That shit of and again, it comes with the prevalence of TikTok turning it into crowd work, right? The amount of times I love good crowd work. I love someone
I don't
who
like
can.
seeing antagonistic
No,
crowd work.
because the front row, and I tell this to the front row
So
all the
fluffy,
time.
though.
But there is an element of trust between the people who take those seats and us. And if you're not Don Rickles and you're not there, if that's not what you do,
It's
you're
my
not D.L.
strength. I don't
Hughley.
lean into it.
If you go to them first and you attack and you make them uncomfortable, get the fuck off this. Like, I'm very not okay in that environment.
I always,
'cause
I always
that's-
tell everybody I love them first. I love
The
you.
shitty
Thank
thing
you
about
for
doing
coming.
cruise ships is there's so many guys out there doing cruise ships who don't have the material.
Wait, you can narrow it down to one thing?
Well, in this regard, motherfucker. There's so many guys out there doing cruise ships who don't have material. So they go, oh, leave the lights on so I can fuck with these people, right? And when you're doing like Carnival where there's 2 comics on the cruise, if this guy goes on first, when I do my show, I've got 6 rows that are empty because this lazy motherfucker won't write. Because he wants to
they don't
he
wanna
wants to
sit in the
attack.
front.
And they've already come to one show and anybody up front got attacked.
Yeah.
And then I show up, now I've got 6 empty fucking rows, and then when people walk in, they go, oh, the only seats available in the front, they turn around, they
Never
walk out.
mind.
And I will straight up, I'll call you out. I don't give a fuck. I'll be on there, oh, hey, man, you can sit up front. I actually do this for a living. And I was like, no. See that other guy? That's a lazy bitch who doesn't write jokes. And I'll do it. I'll straight up call you out.
Oh, yeah, you
I
should.
just, yeah,
You should.
fuck him. Because you're
I don't
fucking
like
up
that
my shit.
antagonistic- I don't like that antagonistic behavior, man. These people are spending money to have a good time,
Yes.
bro. I get a lot of like I said, the
Drunk friendly hecklers.
Yeah, I call them testify
Yeah.
hecklers. You know, it's like church.
I
Every
call him
day
hype
you say
man.
a funny joke.
I call him hype man.
Yeah,
I-
yeah,
I-
yeah.
The,
It's the same
the
thing.
sin dog insert in the
Hell
brain.
yeah.
That's what I
Hell
get.
yeah. I get a lot. Hell yeah. I had a lady jump to a punchline too quick on a like. Just because you got the end before everybody else, don't mean you get extra credit. All right?
Anytime someone does that, I rewrite my punchline.
Well, you should.
I rewrite it. If they get there and they say it before me, I'm like, well, that one's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Exactly.
Usually we got enough tags though. We got somewhere else to go with it.
Yeah.
Though. So it was like, but it's just always that. That's the kind of and that I can't get mad at you for that. You're having a good ass time.
I wish I
And this
got
is the
those.
way you have a good ass time.
Yeah, because most
So the
people
guy-
really have a good time.
The guy in Toronto, I bitch him out in the green room. Then I go on. I come off. He's still at the club and he's leaving. I'm outside smoking, and I go, look, man, I don't mean to be a dick. I go, but but seriously, when you're doing a guest spot, I go, a guy leaving the club, I go, that ain't your call to make. And I even came at him with I don't mean to be a dick thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then he goes, well, I fucking made it. And I go, cool. Are you doing guest spots for the rest of the week? He goes, coming back on Saturday. I go, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And
No.
I made that call. I made that call just now.
he leaves. He goes to the fucking Rivoli to do their
Yeah,
open mic, right? He's at the Rivoli, and apparently he's at this open mic telling all these Toronto comics about this dick and how much a dick I was, blah, blah, blah. But he tells the truth about what he actually did, and everyone tells him, hey, no,
You're in
fucked
the
up.
wrong. Yeah.
So Saturday night, I see him come walk in, I go, bro, you're not doing the spot. I already fucking told you. He goes, no, he goes, I went over the Riv, and I told everybody, like, exactly what happened. He goes, honestly, man, he's like, I didn't know, like, actual protocol. He goes, every single person there told me I was a fucking asshole for what I did. And then I walked over to Ryan McGlennon and I go, hey, give him 6.
That's
the
the
fact
most
that you came
Canadian.
back at 8 Crow? I
That's
was
so
like, all right, cool.
Canadian. That's so Canadian.
Yeah, I fucked
So
up.
totally Canadian.
The
Or
fact that
so
he
good person.
to come back and
Came back and apologized.
Yeah, most comics would just
when he was
avoid
like,
you.
he goes, everybody said I was in the fucking wrong. He was like, so I apologize. And I was like, give him 6 minutes.
Nice.
Bam. Like, that's all you gotta do.
Go ahead, give him the spot.
You need a lesson.
Can I ask a comedy question?
Sure.
What should I
I'll give
wear
you a
for the
comedy
special?
answer.
What should you wear?
What should I wear?
Something
Your
nice.
finest gas station.
You should wear.
Oh, my church hat?
No,
You're going to meeting clothes. That's what I
wrong
want to say.
hat. Wrong hat. White gown, pointy white hood.
Oh shit, my Saturday club.
Sunday. That's the Lord's Day.
I think you need to wear some colors so you pop on camera. A little
Okay,
bit,
fuck
bro.
off.
No,
we need
absolutely
another
not.
At least blue, something, bro.
Right, but I'm gonna go to the black preacher store.
Can I,
You can say anything you want,
dress you?
Trey. Yes. Yes. Dead serious. You want
I'm
to go shopping?
like, I'm
But
fashionable.
personally,
No,
by
I'm-
hand.
no.
No. Like, will you, can
This
we go
time
shopping?
Slade will have his
Yeah.
pants off.
Like straight up,
I'm
me
a
and you go
fashionable
shopping.
guy.
I know you are.
I'm
No
pretty
matter
fashionable.
how-
That's why I'm
You
asking.
wear some cool shit.
And you
I'll be in a
slender.
Motorhead T-shirt or overalls
being
if I ask you to.
No. Let him handle everything else. But no matter how dressed you are, from the ankles up, Chucks.
You know, that's what. So
Chucks. New ones.
it's Chucks or, but I those Red Maxes, man. No.
We ain't doing that.
No.
for the
Okay.
special.
No.
So,
Chucks.
All right. This.
nah, but I'm gonna dress you in black.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you in something nice. The key to dressing nice is layers.
Yes.
That's the whole.
Okay. But I
shit.
can't have a suit jacket on.
No.
All right. I know.
I'm like, we're not doing
Motherfucker,
that.
I'm just-
You might be in something.
That's
similar to
fine.
this,
I'm
you know what I
totally
mean?
yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So when are we going shopping?
There. That's your call. I'm open.
I'm free
Yeah,
too.
You got
yeah.
days. motherfucker.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we in the month. Motherfucker, it's your special.
Bro, we under.
Yeah, fuck you talking to me for? It's your special. I ain't got to look good. But no, like whatever you want to
Because usually the answer is never. When
yeah, right. no, man, we'll give. I mean, I know you like to wear black a lot.
Yeah, that's
but
what's
we
up.
might do an all black and then like you do a splat. Like you might do something like a royal blue
Totally down.
top.
Totally down
where
for whatever.
It really.
Let's figure it out.
You need something exactly.
Pop
You
out
need
of
a
it.
jacket and a jacket.
Yeah,
not a
yeah.
coat, not,
Let's figure it out.
You need a jacket that pop. That's the if you call out a special,
Yeah.
it's the top.
Yes.
Right. I mean, Eddie had the whole
Yeah.
leather thing.
Red jacket, yeah.
But if you go Cat Williams, you go green coat.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
fucking that one that he wore. Like everybody has like a thing. So
And you can take it off.
Secondary
You can take
question,
it off
can
2
I
minutes
come out
in.
and film y'all going shopping
Oh, can we all go shopping?
for,
Well,
for the outro?
I guess
For
long
the
as it's not chicken.
Yeah, you didn't tell us what happened.
All right,
with
hold up.
chicken.
We got to.
We
All
are,
right,
we
let's
are,
come
yeah.
back. All right, Trey's gonna address me. We're not
I
ending
wanna-
this
I wanna
episode
take
without
you
finding
on-
out about what.
You want to wear a hat though?
So here's the question: can you in a special?
Let me see.
You can, but you got good.
I would
fucking
not.
hair.
I might.
I would
The hair-
not. I
So
would not.
it's
Do
just-
not wear a fucking hat.
I probably
You
won't.
got
No.
good hair,
I
bro.
probably
Don't
won't.
wear a
wear a
hat.
hat.
I probably won't.
Do not wear a hat.
We
Don't
need
wear
to
a
prove to
hat.
everybody you're not bald.
They know.
Facts. They know.
But here's the thing.
They stroked it
here's the thing.
enough.
This is going to be different lighting. This is going to be different lighting than a normal comedy club. It's going to be different angles.
Oh, yeah, that I
coming
know.
directly at your face. You're not controlling that shadow. Like just
So,
ditch the fucking
But
hat.
the thing about
hat.
the thing about the hat is, if I did want to wear it, it's lit for, it's lit full. Like
Yeah.
there is no shadow where I gotta
yeah.
in a club. I gotta constantly keep my head up. I look like I'm always.
Uh-huh.
Just don't do the hat.
I might
Nah,
not.
no
I don't think I'm
hat
gonna.
for sure.
Not might not. Just
But
don't do
I
it.
got you. Just hit me, man.
Yeah, I
We'll
think it's
go,
better
and
without it
I'll,
myself.
give you a couple options. I know black is your main
Yeah.
thing.
People know you're serious if you
Got
show
you.
up without a hat.
Tell
They're
me.
like,
We
what?
gonna
know,
do
right?
some shit.
I
No
ain't
one
seen
ever
Slade
says that
without
to
a
me.
hat in 22 years.
No, it's only been. So I've only been wearing this hat for like 3 years.
That's true.
Feels longer.
It's only
Yep.
pandemic. No.
He's right.
So
He's
once
right.
I started, the beginning of the I wasn't wearing it at all before the pandemic. I don't think.
came. Oh, if I'm not mistaken.
No. I've had this way before that.
You had it way before.
Yeah.
that?
This
Okay.
is the symbol predates the show.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But so maybe it was 18 or 19, but it hadn't been. Most of my career has been without it. I've only been wearing this the last
Okay.
stretch or so.
Yeah.
Side note, how
Okay,
good is
I
this
remember
shit?
you from different periods where you
I
had
haven't had
long
it.
hair and then
None of those eras though did I ever have a hat
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This
Okay,
is
okay.
all in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
In fact, I guarantee you posts inside of the Houston Comics Group or anywhere else where you can hear me yelling at Rich Williams and other people for wearing hats. Like it's a
Black
it's a
my face
bad
up.
it's a bad stage
Well,
move
most
unless you know what you're
clubs
doing.
with shitty lighting too.
I
you
look
know?
at where and in fact where I was at when I did Bastrop the other day, I had to intentionally because of the situation. I kind of cocked it up a little bit and I played the back of the stage so that I know when my face is in the
Yeah.
light.
I wear that flat build hat every once in a while, but I flip the brim.
Yeah, you
curl
just
the
make
brim
as
a
long
little
as the
bit
light's
so
in
it
your
keeps
face,
it out of me.
you're fine. You just can't. The problem is everything I do is so physical and act out like my face is always doing shit.
And you do a lot
so
of eyes.
yeah, so I'm constantly doing big eye stuff.
The
and
Ralphie May School of Comedy.
all yeah.
It's
So
all eyes.
so
It's
when
all-
this so when
No,
this
I'm serious. That's
but when that shadow comes down like this and rolls under my nose, you lose all. So I'm
Yeah.
very cognizant. I won't wear a hat if the lights are in my face anyway. That's
Ralphie May was more animated with his eyes than Gallagher was with his whole body and his fucking hammer.
yeah. I agree with you. That's I learned a lot of that shit
Yeah.
from him. Very
The
expressive.
same.
So
Fucking-
yeah,
No,
we'll figure
100%.
me out. Let's go shopping this week.
I got you.
Tell us
Bruh.
what the fuck happened. I want to know. I want
All
to
right.
know.
So last episode,
dying to hear the
last
story
episode,
now.
we end with me disrespectfully telling Trey that Chicken should never say yes to taping him, and instead of lingering on that, I just
No,
want to.
you,
So
It was super disrespectful though.
it wasn't meant that way. It was meant.
It was playful.
It
I was
was.
just pouring some salt in the wound. That's all.
It was.
I
bad.
showed up with the Morton.
I'm just shaking shit up.
So
I love it.
Put some
putting a
salt
bomb
on
in
a
the
black guy,
bathtub.
murderer.
in a pipe.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Oh, man.
seal it with. Anyway.
Yeah.
PVC.
So man, we had whatever, we did a show or whatever, and my sister's having a new baby, my nephew and stuff. She's having a baby shower, and things been rocky with me and my family, like all this shit. So I'm just been thinking of ways, like all I've been thinking about is just ways to rankle them. That's it. It's like, how am I gonna prank them? How am I gonna whatever? So I got this idea. I was like, you know what? For her baby shower, I wasn't gonna go, but she asked me to kind of host it, kind of run the games and stuff like that. And everybody's supposed to be there. So I was like, man, you know what I'm gonna do? Everybody's got all this conversation and what they want to add to my dating life. I'm gonna bring this white girl, right? I'm gonna bring this motherfucker perked up. I'm gonna bring this white
I
girl
love everything about
to the
this.
baby shower.
Chicken, if you don't tape,
Right, exactly.
You
I'm
did
bringing.
the whole look who's coming to dinner. Like you
Yeah.
flat
Hang
out.
on.
I did. Guess
You're
who's
speaking my
coming.
language. Keep going.
Guess who's coming to? She not your size, but look.
She's a bit Max Small.
No.
Sam wants to throw anybody off. He brings a black chick home.
right.
But no, but what I'm saying is like you brought a white girl to the family. Like I've been here.
You've been
Keep
here.
going.
Yeah, you. I know.
Yeah.
I'll fuck with you.
47 times.
So right.
Every time.
And every time they shot, damn, another one. It's like
Yes.
yeah.
I should have known.
Eventually, this wheel's gonna come up
Yeah.
black.
Yeah.
They're betting zero on a roulette table. Is what they're doing.
Fuck, that's funny.
Well, take a green bitch. All right.
So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna bring it. So we setting the whole thing up. I'm like,
where
this
did
is
you
what we
find
gonna-
a girl?
She was at a show. She's cool. She's kind of like
Okay, somebody you
around
knew.
comedy. Nah, not really. I met her that night.
Just a
We hung out after the show. Yada yada. And this vibing good and shit. I was like, yo, I think you should come with me to my sister baby shower. Be good. She's a dog trainer and she got like a lot of
Of
animals
course.
and shit. She got a pet bird. She dope. She one of the top 10 dog trainers in Houston. So I was like,
Yeah.
cool. I'm like, I'm like, cool. I tell you what, when we do this, bring the bird. I think if you, she's like, oh yeah, I could put him in a little cage.
What kind of bird?
I don't know, the motherfucker. Just a
The kind that can give consent.
Bigger.
yes. Y'all ever had a threesome with a bird?
The flashlight guy.
I am not raising this egg all the way.
exactly.
Just for the
Trey
record.
don't
By
be
myself,
fucking with
Trey.
non-consensual birds.
that shit. Nah. So I was like, she was like, oh yeah, that'd be funny. I bring the bird, and I was like, make people say hi to the bird. Like when you bring him or whatever, he's like, hey, how you doing? My name is yada. And this is, and they'd be like, no,
You
he's
set this
up
girl
here.
up so horribly.
So I said it. I'm like, we're gonna do that. I'm like, oh, better yet, it's a potluck. Bring a potato salad with a bunch of raisins in it, and feed it to me. Like, right, because I'm hosting. I ain't got time to eat. And I'm like, hey, baby, can you go give me something to eat? You bring me the potato salad, feed me that shit.
This
pimp
is the
style.
most
When
beautiful
he said
thing.
raisins, chicken had half a stroke just
Ah.
now.
But I got half a boner. This is the
Yeah.
most amazing story.
So I'm like, bring the potato salad, bring this, and I forgot the other thing we was gonna do.
So you've got this girl. You've got a white girl showing up with you to the baby shower you're showing. Not only is she showing up, she's gonna bring her bird
she's gonna bring her bird
and her
Raisined
raisin
up
potato
tater
salad.
right.
She's
You
gonna,
don't like her, do you?
This is not
She's
about
cool.
that.
She good people.
This is not about that.
She good people.
This is about who else he doesn't like.
right.
Ain't got nothing to do
So
with
it's
her.
just sometimes you look in your toolbox and there's a white girl with raisins.
Yes. Listen,
And that's
this
what
is-
it's going to take to get this nut loose.
This is chopped for his family.
That's
This is-
exactly.
he's got X amount of things in a
So-
box, and you
With
about
a
to see what he
machete.
makes.
So we setting everything up, and I'm like, all right, this is what we're gonna do, and I want you to help me run the game.
Now, where is she in on this, or is you are
She-
playing both? Everybody's
She
straight.
knows. She
You
knows.
would have thought this woman was my wife.
Yes.
Like the way she was in on it.
She thinks
like
she-
we eloped and everybody's meeting. She's
But
dialed
does she
in.
know the fallout that is
that
anticipated?
can possibly, yeah.
She's in on that.
So
She's
she
like-
realizes they're gonna hate the raisin thing.
She's
And the
like
parrot.
she's in on the bit. She
Okay.
understands comedy. So
Okay.
she's
Cool.
yeah, no.
I thought you
No,
just
I
set
didn't
her
just find some
I was
stranger was
like,
like, yeah,
bro,
no.
Because
Bull-
it sounds
bullet
like you
is cheaper.
this is basically bum fights. You just
Yeah,
grabbed
yeah.
two random people and made them squab
Yeah.
and bounce.
No.
No.
This chick don't like raisins either.
Yeah, exactly.
She's
That's what I'm
committed.
asking.
She's savvy as fuck. She's savvy as fuck.
I
No.
feel so much better now. 'cause I
She's
was like,
committed.
Yeah.
She's committed.
She don't like
So
raisins either.
She's in. So I'm like, cool. So I'm going kind of it's back and forth like, fuck, I don't know if I want to do it. Because I'm also thinking like, all right, if this goes bad, then I just fucked up the baby shower.
Will someone punch her
Did it-
over raisins?
Yeah, and
Right.
now it's just a bad baby shower and blah, blah, blah. So I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I find out it's Hawaiian themed. Right? Find out it's Hawaiian themed. She's like, oh, I could. I'm like, so she's like, how do you want me to dress? Like, how do you want me to look? Like, what kind of white girl you want me to look like? Do you want me to wear like overalls? I'm like, no, bitch, I don't need you to come up looking like Dust Bowl
Moana.
White in this motherfucker. Exactly. Looking like y'all gotta move out west real fast. Cause y'all crops got damaged. No, bitch, I don't need you to look like your husband is in Utah with the other wives. You know what I mean? I didn't want to show up with a fucking construction paper
Yeah.
dress.
He's like,
Yeah.
hey, sticking out of her mouth. I got
Yeah.
you.
So I'm like, no, I don't do that. So she's like, well, I'm like, kind of like dress fans, like dress fancy. Make it look like it's an upgrade.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, okay, cool. So she
Like
know
you're
what to
going on
wear.
the Titanic.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's up? So she was like, okay. So now I find out it's Hawaiian themed. I'm like, it's Hawaiian themed. She put this whole thing together, bing, bang, boom, bam. I'm in between. I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Shit kept getting weird between my family and I. So I'm like, man, I don't know. So then last minute, did some mushrooms. What the fuck?
Hell yeah.
I just, plot element I wasn't expecting.
But
That's
I'm in.
100% in.
Yeah.
Not where I thought it was going.
This just got better. I'll watch this before
That's good
Meg.
right there.
Yeah, I'm back in.
That's good right now.
It is.
So I
really
go to so I take the mushrooms. I get dressed. I got on Hawaiian shirt, some whatever, black Hawaiian shirt, black shorts, whatever, shirt open with like 4 chains.
Right.
I said, hey, let's go to brunch. Let's go eat real quick. We go eat. I make that bitch pay for it. We go eat. She white. So we go eat. We just eating. And I was like, we down the street from the park. I was like, she's like, what we gonna do? I'm like, fuck it, let's go.
More mushrooms.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'm on the shroom. So I'm like, fuck it, let's go. Man, we go to the park, man. So we ain't got none of the shit. Cause I'm in between the whole time. So I don't got the bird, I don't got the whatever, right?
All you got is
But
the white girl.
All I got is the white girl. That's all
That's probably enough.
That's all I needed.
Yeah. You were
Dog.
overthinking it. You're over.
So boom, exactly. So
Already had
You
the atom
don't need this
bomb.
whole
I didn't need
suitcase.
to make a second one.
we pull up.
Everything you need's in the
It's a
carrier.
black event. They still setting shit up. They still setting shit up. So I'm late too.
I was gonna say.
I'm late, and my sister
Sure.
go, "You still coming?" I'm like, "I'm 3 minutes away."
They
Like,
go,
all
we
right.
10 minutes
They
away.
like, yeah, they like, well, everybody coming. So we get there, bro. We get out the car. We start walking toward the pavilion, and we walking toward the pavilion. Everybody's back is turned, setting shit up, but everybody's walking this way. So when people start walking, I don't know, you can just feel the energy.
Right.
So everybody started turning around, and it was slow motion. They started turning around, and I could see them. They like, there go Trey. Who the fuck did Trey bring? Everybody's doing. I mean, it's a domino. You can see everybody turning, going, this motherfucker brought a white girl to this. Is she with him? All this shit. Man, we start going. My little cousin, we go back and forth all the time, right? We go back and forth all the time. She asked me about my crystal. Why you wear this? I say, this white woman bait, right? This white woman bait.
You got a webcam.
They can't help this shit. White, this like a fucking moth to a light. They see it. Oh my God. They
Try
just
dreadlocks.
Oh, right? So they pulling a lot on you. So she see this. So I tell this white woman, babe, we go back and forth on me talking to white women. I see her jaw is to the floor. I say, yo, we going right over there. We saying hi to her first.
Yeah.
Man, we fucking go over there. I'm introduced. Hey, this is such and such bar. This is my cousin. Boom, boom. I go to walk by to go speak to some other people. My cousin is looking at me the whole time, and then she just go, "We need to talk." like dog. So it's quiet as fuck. It's quiet. Like we in this pavilion, it's quiet. You just hear the gym fan blowing. We walking around and shit, and everybody being real like
Distant.
what the fuck is going on? They don't know. It's robotic and shit. And it is cool. It's a few, you could tell it's a lot of people with white supervisors. They know how to fucking, they see
code
her.
switch.
She dressed professionally. Oh, hello, how you doing? Blah, blah. And then we walk off and they like, you motherfucker. They looking at me crazy. Man, it was 2 of them that just fucking took it from me. Went over to my mom's cousin. She had some diapers and shit in her hand, like walking around. I'm like, oh, I want you to meet my mom. Cut this her. Blah blah. Like, yeah. She like, hey. I'm like, hey, this is such a. They're meeting each other, and the girl I brought, the white girl, was like, hey, how you doing? You look nice. Do you want me to take those diapers out of your hand and take it over to the table with the rest of the diapers there? And she was like, no, I'm good. Like very short. Like get the fuck on.
Don't touch me.
So that was one of my little cousins that hadn't spoke to me the whole time. I tapped her like, hey, cuz, you ain't saying nothing to me. She did this exactly. Hey. And then turned the fuck back around immediately. Like, I don't want no parts of this shit.
Meanwhile, the girl you brought, what is she doing through all this?
She's bro, we laughing so hard.
Is she on mushrooms too?
She doing, but she wasn't on that time.
Okay.
Cause whatever. This is my
I like
first.
that qualifier. She do them, but she wasn't.
Yeah.
She wasn't on the time.
Not that day.
But we laugh, we having a good time. She go to meet my dad. He excited. This motherfucker so hype I brought her white. Because that's all he told me as a kid. Get you a motherfucking white girl, dog.
He's the only one on this team.
This shit is stressful. That's what he's telling me. He told me this forever.
Is there anybody else in your family aside from your dad who's pro date a white girl?
My pro? I don't know about pro.
Neutral.
Neutral. My sisters for the most part didn't care. For the most part they didn't care. For the most part.
What is the most part, though?
The most part just
Where does
means,
that stop?
Hey, Trey brought her. The other part is, I hope he don't stay with this bitch. That's the other part.
Okay. I just want to know.
The other part is, I hope this just a run through or whatever.
Bro, some of my
run
dads, like my dad didn't all the way, but my dad's always like, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Exactly. Something underneath that.
What would your dad say if you brought a black girl home?
Well, me and my dad ain't close.
Yeah, I don't think he'd give a shit, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
As long as the sun was getting late, it's one of those
My
like
dad was always just happy when I was with a girl. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's my question.
that's
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad, he was like the one of his family that was trying to be different. You know what I mean? About that kind of stuff
Right.
specifically. So he grew up in a very racist family, and he was trying not to be like his brother. So
Totally
they
fair.
would have been a whole other fucking problem.
The
Yes.
uncle- yeah.
But that's who
But
he
I've
brought
only
her
dated
around.
one
He
black
brought
girl,
he
and
brought
she
her
broke
around
up
the
with
extended
me
family.
because of
Hang
her
on, hang on.
father.
Wait, say that.
I've only dated one black girl, and she broke up with me because of her father. And
Oh,
brother.
shit.
Yeah, like we dated for like 6 weeks, and then she just kind of broke up with me out of the blue, and I was like, oh, I thought we were having a good time. She's like, yeah, I just realized I could never really take you over to my house or nothing. And I was like, I was kind of secretly worried about the whole thing with my
With your
crazy ass
family.
family in East
Yeah.
Texas. And then she was like that, and I was like, oh, that's fucked up. Your family's racist as hell. Your dad ain't nothing but a bitch.
Fuck yeah.
Had a girl who was half white, half Japanese who broke up for that same reason, and it wasn't her white mom.
It was
a
a
Japanese
Oh,
dad.
bro,
Japanese dad
bro.
was like,
They might be the most nationalist people.
Exactly.
in
It
the
don't
whole
matter what
world.
brand of
up.
Asian.
They
They
go,
are very
he
specific.
mixed races. You married outside your race, and then your daughter's dating a black guy. You're like, oh,
You-
no. It's cool fucking around with white people, but not him.
You are black. That shit is nationally okay to unaccept.
He came to
Personally.
America.
No, I'm sorry. Universally is the word I meant.
What I'm talking
You
about
know that.
For him, you
Uh-huh.
came to America. I was born here, motherfucker. You
Fact.
ain't even a citizen.
And he knew to get
you
a white
married
girl.
a white girl, and then you go shit on another man.
I've said
Black
this.
or not.
You need every race of woman for steps in your life. Right now, I live a dangerous life. I got a revoked license. My tags is fucked up. I need a black woman to go home to. It's a lot of black shit.
Yeah,
I'm
but you
dealing
need
with.
a white woman to drive home with.
Okay. Exactly.
Know what I mean?
Exactly.
No,
No,
yes.
you said exactly what I meant.
Yes.
That's exactly what I mean. If I get to a part where I'm like, yo, I'm caught up in some embezzlement shit. I didn't even know I could do that.
Come
And in
April is tax season. You better find your Jewish
and
girl.
in your 70s, you need you an Asian bitch. She gonna massage the fuck out of you every day.
And she's still gonna look 25.
Yes. You can't be like, I gotta type. No, motherfucker, this shit is free reign. Bring me the appetizer, bitches.
got
I need
an
the
era.
triple dip of hoes. God damn it.
Bring me the whole Jack Daniels
So
tower.
this is when it.
I don't know where in your lifetime Nebraska stripper goes, but I venture to say no fucking where.
So
That's your
Just,
20s.
just speaking from experience.
That's your 20s.
Yeah, well, I'd say Deweyville Psycho don't count either.
No, that's your 20s, bro. You're rolling the dice on anything. You don't
No,
give
it
a
wasn't
fuck.
even good in my 20s, bro. No, no.
damn.
No, I didn't say it's good, but it's when you accept it.
Yeah.
It's when you just
Facts.
roll the dice on
Facts.
anything. You just
yeah,
like,
that
oh,
is a wild card.
Taking
You
it down.
can,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
like
plug
rolling the dice when you got half of one dice. Hope I don't get a 3 again. Jesus.
So then it comes like I'm helping with the game. She's helping. She's super supportive and she's sweating. You know what I mean? So she's starting to smell. So, but
Oh, she like a no deodorant white girl?
she's white. What are you talking about? The sun don't like y'all. So
trade lines and have that conversation and let me know how it goes.
Nope.
Y'all stank the
I'll let you
sun.
know how it
Like
goes.
y'all.
Let you, it goes
Like,
without
I
me
can't
doing
say
it.
that.
No.
He knows better. So anyway, he said it and it got
I
fucked
asked
up.
how to spell Nazir.
So, bro, she's helping with she's helping me a lot. It's getting real. Everybody thinks it's like a real relationship. So, it comes down to the food part. Everybody, I'm on the microphone because I'm hosting.
Is it like a white elephant where everybody picks a dish and you got to tell who they got?
No, but everybody know who brought what. So I go. So I'm like, hey y'all, it's now time.
They know or they think?
They think what?
They know who brought what or they
Yeah,
think
you-
they know
you
who brought what?
It's a group text of
Everybody
who's
knows who
responsible
cooks
for what.
Yeah, yeah.
This ain't the 70s.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
She's bringing potato. Yeah.
So they don't know. This is the thing. Nobody knows I'm bringing her. When she shows up, it's a surprise. So I go, hey everybody. They told me now it's time. Everybody can start eating. It's self-serve. And I go, hey, did you bring your potato salad? Go ahead and get the potato. Do y'all want some of Paige's potato salad? In unison. Nah. We good.
Ain't gonna be none of that. Mm-mm.
I hear my grandmother go, why he even ask that shit?
Oh my god.
Fuck you asking that for? You good, baby, but we don't want none of your food. We good on food.
Jesus God, can I go to the next family event, please?
You know, bro, next time you do this, y'all should
God.
just get one of those aluminum pans, fill it with sand,
Yeah.
print out the top of some potato salad, set it on top.
And just white people not touch
Just,
it.
why are you
Dog.
buying all these potatoes and
Dog.
raisins?
People, the funny, like the shit that I wish we could have got with chicken is everybody's fake. People were huddling up.
Oh, God.
Their mouth is dropped, and then you just see them. They would be separate, and then you would just see 4 people together, and they just looking at her and I, just like saying shit. And that was what I wanted him to get. was
Chicken, the
just-
next time Trey asks you to do something, I don't know why you don't just say yes, bro. Why would you? Man, that's fucked up.
Dog, I didn't know how I wanted to. I didn't know if I wanted to present it as like my family's not accepting to my interracial relationship. Like I want like that, or just be like, hey, I did this prank on my family. I brought blah blah blah.
Right.
And
I
they
think
did it
that's
like
better.
that.
I think
You can do
that's
both. You can do both.
I could have did, but yeah,
I would
but
present it as a
well, I can't do
test.
shit with no footage.
I would
think
present
it's
it.
better without the judgment. If you're just like, I just played this prank on my family.
Yeah.
I think you
And let
present it
everybody
as a
come to their own fucking
test
conclusion.
you put your family through and they passed.
Yeah, dog.
Hey, I brought this chick just to see, and thank God all of you said no.
Yeah. Now my
Not everybody passed the vibe check, but
Oh yeah, you're culturally 100 years in the
Dog.
past, but humanly,
my-
you're exactly
now
where I
mom
want my
keep
family.
Asking, hey, how she doing?
when's Paige coming
When
back?
she coming by and when she da da da. I'm like, mama.
That's a mama.
I
That's
say,
a mama,
mama, that was not real.
Oh,
That wasn't real, but hey, it is what it is. White pussy's good though. But anyway,
You don't say.
well, we sad. Are we to the end of this?
Yeah.
Is there anything we did? My God,
We
already.
did all the math,
Chicken.
not the meth.
The meth was first episode. Chicken, I raise a glass to you, my friend. Thank you for everything you do, Dan Binkley. This is a wonderful. We are the next couple of weeks.
We're gonna
We
be
have
busy a minute
we have a
with this.
Colorado set over here from our good friend Nate Williams. We have a north and northeastern eastern set from Dan. We have the what do you call Kentucky and Ohio? Is that Midwest?
Bourbon,
Bourbon. We got the bourbon.
Appalachia, baby.
From
That's
Mary.
where it all started.
And I have a special August 19th. This thing may be out before then. It may be out after that. I'd be remiss if I don't mention it, though. And if you were there, thank you for coming if this comes out after the fact.
Well, there's gonna be a bunch of them that were there.
Anything else we're missing?
I don't think so.
before we get out of here. September's around the corner. We're the Whiskey Brothers. Everything us at Praise Whiskey. More important to find us collectively or selectively, individually, under our own names. Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson, Sam Damaris.
We're all doing a bunch of stuff.
A lot of really good stuff, specials, content, things around the corner. Chicken, we're taking you everywhere with us, brother. Sam will be in Canada for the Canadian fans while we're doing cooler shit here in Texas. I can't believe you're in Canada for this shit. You suck a dick.
You
All right.
don't know how fucking far out you books.
Yeah, I know. All right. Well, cheers.
I believe in good whiskey.